What? No theme music, nah?
Gusto, now Chris the host. Man, I make a little dinner whilst busting joke. Come to the yard, get it off your chest. There's no hard feelings when you're rocking with the best. Everything's crisp, everything's nice. Throw a little sugar, add a little spice. Ask all questions, cook a little rice. Gamble like Vegas and throw a little dice. Raise a glass and make a toast. Drop by Chris for a Sunday roast. Or 8 days of his mixology. Get twisted and not off the Hennessy. Now your belly's full, play a game of ball. Gusto, he's coming from the old school. No if buts, maybes, whys. No silly questions, I tell no lies. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Live talks with the tiny one, Nicolette Fong.
There we go.
Hello.
Hey, Bomba, she real, you know.
I haven't seen you in so long, Chris.
Yes, boy.
Years.
Try to get you on here for a while as well.
I know. I'm terrible, but I'm here now, innit?
I was trying to find this. I said, you Manchester girls. I love Manchester people. I love Manchester, by the way.
Just not me.
Of course I love you, man. Yeah. Yardie and Manchester, she's got that mixture. She's Yardie, so you have to.
Right. Got it all in it.
How you been though?
I've been good. Like, obviously it's a tough time with everything at the moment. I've had a few family members affected, unfortunately.
Sorry about that.
No, it's good. Thank you very much. But everyone around me is healthy. Everyone's good. We're just waiting for this to be all over so that we can see each other again. But I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, me, I'm all right. I'm all good. I'll shout out some people in there. Rena's in there. Or is it Rennie? I can't pronounce the name. She might kill me for this. I might talk. Shout out Might Talk. But yeah, I've been good. Keeping myself occupied and that, obviously this COVID is through spanning my plans, but, I don't stop. You got to keep finding another way in it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And how have you been dealing with it?
At first, I found it pretty hard. We had the whole trophy game was our last game. And then after that, basketball was just done. And also, we didn't know what was going on because I work as well. And a lot of people, I work at Durham University. And a lot of people were worried about what was going on. So the atmosphere was very tense. There was kind of like people kind of protesting to shut down the venue. And then, I came home and I just felt like I had nothing to do. And not having a schedule, a routine. I didn't even want to work out. So I was finding it tough for sure. And to get out of bed to know what I'm going to do today.
What to do? But
got no plans.
If you managed to find something, then you've been working out and that, you say, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I've just got back to working out. There's a few like kind of project things I want to start that I've just been kind of planning. So just been doing stuff like that to keep myself going. I write myself a little schedule the night before. I'm going to get up here, going to do this, going to do that. Pardon?
Yeah, I get that. I know the schedule feeling.
Yeah, so it's helping a little bit, for sure.
Definitely. Been writing my schedule, so, got your little notes and your name here, so,
It only says Fong. Where's my whole name?
Oh, yeah, it's there. I gonna. The funny thing is, I was coming up to that. I was planning to come to the finals as well because I'd won tickets with Molten, so they were gonna.
Oh, nice.
But then all this COVID and that kicked in, and then what my main thing was, I was gonna go up there to network as well. So I was gonna go up there, try and network, and then because of the COVID, they weren't letting people interact with players.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what happened, right? You couldn't interact with the.
Well, you say that, but we did have a lot of interaction that maybe we didn't expect. Like we had people interview us, stuff like that, after the game, but it wasn't very long. We actually had a lot of kids that came up to us after the game, and we didn't know what to do. We were like, and we'd never turn away kids or anything like that. So, but there wasn't much interaction, but we did have some people that came up to us after the game. But
yeah. So because I went to Leicester game about a couple of days before, and no one interact with players. So.
Oh really?
So literally players had to just go straight to the locker room, and that was it. And then it kicked in, which is unfortunate. But as long as people are helping that now, so that's the main thing.
That is the main thing. Yes.
Let's get into it. So where did you grow up? I know this, but some people here might not know.
So I grew up in Manchester. Best city ever. Other than Leeds, of course.
Manchester with a house. Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I played basketball. I started with Manchester Mystics, my first club, and I was there for many years throughout my junior program. That's where it all started. Manchester.
And the culture of Manchester basketball, talk us through that, because I know they've got a great, very tight unit and community up there.
Yeah, I mean, when I was there, we had a coach called Sergio, a Spanish guy, amazing coach. He helped show me the love for basketball, and I still see him sometimes now when I go to Amici Centre to work out in the summer.
Yeah, he's
always there working out with his kids. I think he's coach of the under 13 development boys now. He was an amazing coach, and everyone I had at the Amici Centre, I love Jim Carnegie, Chris Draper.
Yeah. Chris Draper, yeah.
Yeah, he coached there for a season. I loved that place, and we were always a family, and they've developed great players over the years, and they still are.
They have been. They had some great players there. Josh Horton came from there, innit?
Yep, Josh Horton.
Who's that other kid they had? Another Josh, and he looked like he couldn't.
McGinn.
Huh?
McGinn.
Yeah, he just looked like he couldn't play. I was like, and he's hitting people. I was like, whoa.
But he balled out.
Huh?
He balled out. Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, damn. And they had another kid called Samuel. Is it named Samuel? Or I might have his name wrong.
I can't remember.
Dark skin guard. Is it Dijon? Not Dijon. And there was another short guard they had there. It was really good. Yeah, man. Manchester had some ballers, man. I've always liked Manchester because they've never been afraid. They always want to say, what we can play, innit?
Sure.
Best place. London has great ballers, but there's other places too.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, what is it that made you fall in love with basketball? What is it that got you into basketball?
Well, the first sport I loved was football.
Yeah,
so I had it in my head. Football was going to be what I did. No one was going to stop me. I was going to be a football player.
Yeah.
And then, so Sergio must have organized a basketball tournament because they were looking to try and grow the girls' program.
Yeah.
And at school, they asked a bunch of girls that played a bunch of different sports, do you want to play in a basketball tournament? You'll get some time off school. So we were like, yeah, we get time off school. I don't know what basketball really is because we never played in school.
Yeah.
So we me and my friends ended up going, and he picked a certain amount of girls that he felt were kind of stand out, or that they wanted to come to a certain session, and I was one of those people that got picked. Yeah, so and a lot of my friends also got picked as well. So, and my mom was so happy because it wasn't outside, and she would always be like, "Football's a boys' sport." She didn't really like me playing.
So basically, she didn't like you playing football. Right?
No, and she was taking me to games. so she was glad when I started playing basketball for sure, and I just played more, watched the sport, and then football became a myth. Yeah, and I just and that was basically it. I just fell in love with it from that moment, really.
I know, man. I was tried to play football when I was younger, but then basketball became my love as soon as I got introduced to that sport. So
yeah,
different one. Was there a particular player that made you love the sport even more? Like, this person's great. Any female players or even the male players? Anyone in particular?
I think the first person that I really loved watching was Kobe.
Yeah.
So it was Kobe was like, I just loved that he just made it look exciting to play basketball. The amazing shots, things that you probably would never ever do.
I remember you as a Kobe fan. Yeah, because we would argue with people that I remember there was a time before a game, and some people were saying Kobe sucks, and you was there like, no, he doesn't. I was like, I jumped to that. Yeah, Kobe's the best.
How can you say Kobe sucks? Like,
no, man, LeBron. LeBron ain't good, but he was fighting. I was like, nah, this ain't Kobe, man. Allow that, man.
No, I did. I loved Kobe. So watching him definitely made me want to play more. In terms of female, somebody close to home, Rihanna, who played at Leeds.
That's how.
Ray.
I called her Rihanna. She's gonna kill me now. Rihanna.
I think that. But no, just as I was playing, so she was on the senior team when I was a junior.
Okay.
And she was at the gym every single day. Every day. Like, anytime I was there shooting, she's on the other side doing this really hard workout, and I'm looking like, okay, I'm nowhere near that. But what would amaze me is she would come to me, like, she would stop her workout, and she would come to me and help me with like my shooting technique or dribbling stuff or anything like that. And she's definitely someone that pushed me to be better and definitely inspired me to play, to try and play at a higher level anyway.
Yep. Shout out to Rena. I've got a name. How to pronounce the name?
Just say Ray.
Ray. Shout out to Ray. You're going to kill me. The female Charles Barkley, because she was undersized for a position. She'd be bullying people, boy.
Oh, she's crazy. Like, I don't know if you ever heard the story of in Leeds when she like dislocated or broke. Somebody's put it down there, Emmanuel. She like dislocated or broke her right shoulder. And
she dislocated her right shoulder.
Yes. And that shoulder was her like shooting shoulder.
Yeah.
Shooting arm. And she had just been like, nah, I'm still playing. And I don't know if this was coming up to the finals. I can't remember the exact time it was. She practiced with her left arm in practice.
Great,
in her own time. She was like, I'm playing. There's no way I'm stopping. And she played a game with her left, with just shooting with her left as a righty, and killed it. I'm saying shooting threes as well, I'm not just talking about going to the basket. Like, she was nuts.
No, that's crazy, man.
She was nuts.
Shout out to Ray.
Yeah, amazing person. Like, she was like, yeah.
It was cool, man. Talking of that, then, I'll shout out another Ben Thomas, another Manchester in the building. I was Ella Clark. I got her on after you. So, what made you choose Leeds?
So, when I was at Mystics, it was common that everybody went to the States. That was just what everybody did. I came from, because I played with people like Georgia Jones, like when I was younger.
The Jones.
So I felt like a baby when I played with her. I don't think I played with her much. But there was other people like Kelsey Barsley, Christy, Shields.
Yeah.
and Charlotte Stoddart, and they were amazing players, and they went to the States. Like, there was no question they were going to the States, and in my mind, that's what I wanted to do. But nobody wanted me, to be honest. And that's just the truth of it. I didn't have much help, and I went down a route where I was emailing people myself.
Yeah, a few people did that, I know.
Yeah, and then like I got, I think maybe near a full scholarship, but the fees in America are just wild. So, you know, I couldn't afford to pay for that. So ended up staying in England. Yeah. I was, like, I ain't made of money like that. And then Leeds. So I have family in Leeds. I've always heard of it being a very nice city. The basketball was good then at that point, and it was just like, Leeds was just the place. I think I applied for like Leeds, Loughborough, maybe Birmingham, but also Leeds had the best like sports science as well.
But they were developing in Leeds in terms of sports. They were growing up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Basketball, what Matt Newby was doing, that was great.
Yeah.
What made me go Leeds, because our first time I went out of London properly, and I went to Sheffield to watch women's Great Britain basketball game, and I saw my friend Rosalind Mason.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I've never seen a place, city like this. Trams on the road, and this is nice. I was like, the atmosphere was different, so that's what made me come to Leeds. I was like, yeah, I'm out here.
Yeah.
North, left London. I'm gone, man.
Amazing place.
I opened my eyes to the whole world. Like, yeah, there's more to this than London. So, yeah. Shout out to Leeds, Carnegie. So, you know, in that first year of Leeds, how was that for you, that experience? And bear in mind, you won the Bucks in your first year.
Yeah. The experience was easy, to be honest, because especially I already knew Ray, who played. I already knew Rhiann Bailey, because I played with her in like development teams.
Rhiann Bailey, sorry, yeah. So Ray.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you know what? I thought Ray was Rhiann Bailey. Sorry, Rhiann Bailey. Yeah.
No. Ray's someone else. Yeah. But Rhiann Bailey was there as well, and so I was already comfortable, and I lived with those guys, and the atmosphere in Leeds was just amazing. And Dee Haywood, knew her as well, so I was coming into a situation where I already knew the people that were around. So it was an easy transition. And then just winning the Bucks, the finals first year and only year, was amazing too. And I remember that being such an exciting game to be in. I didn't think I was going to play. We were playing against, like, Steph Collins was on that team, and you know she's GB superstar.
Steph Collins, yeah, I know her. The short hair, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I was told by coach that I was going to guard her most of the game, and I didn't even expect to play. So I was like, I got guard Steph Collins. But no, we won, and I remember we were up 3, and their best 3-point shooter had a shot, and it's like the whole world, it's like time just stopped, and she missed, and you know, we obviously won, and it was amazing for sure.
Do you reckon that was the most challenging part of your Bucks run, that winning that Bucks, was guarding Steph Collins?
You know, it was 9 years ago, so it's pretty tough to remember exactly, but it's the thing that sticks out in my mind more than anything. So I'd probably say yes for sure, because you know, I was like, gosh, this is GB legend Steph Collins, and you're telling me to guard her, and this is the finals. What are you doing?
How do you reckon you did against her though?
I don't know. I did everything I could.
I did everything I could, you know.
That's all I know. I gave it everything I had, man. I probably didn't even score a basket. I probably was just glued to her hip. That's probably all I did. But
no, you got the win, man. You got the win. You know what I mean?
We did, yeah.
I feel like you got better over the years, though. So, you know, fast forward now. You left uni. What happened after Leeds? What was that? Where did you go afterwards?
So after Leeds, so actually I had a bit of a weird transition. So I actually didn't even finish at Leeds, because I did 2 years at Leeds.
Yeah.
I went to Canada for a year, and I was gonna stay there.
Yes, I remember you went.
Yeah, and I was actually gonna stay there. Then we had an incident where my dad got stuck back home in Jamaica and wasn't home for a year, so I couldn't come back because we just couldn't afford for me to be there. My dad's the breadwinner of the house, so that was a very difficult time. Then I came back, so I did finish off my degree in Manchester. And then after that was Northumbria for the next 3 years.
Nice. So the Northumbria time.
That's when I went to the northeast.
The north, northeast. The angel wings, where the angel wings are. As soon as you come in.
Yes. But no, Newcastle was a good time. But yeah.
How was it? So how was that experience? The culture in Newcastle, because I know they got a great basketball culture there with Eagles and stuff as well, and I know they're very supportive of what's up there in general. So, what was that culture like?
It was great. I mean, Newcastle are very dedicated to their sports, which is so evident with the football, with the BBL fans, and they were supportive of us as well. I mean, the first year I was there, it was a transition for sure. Doing my masters, so that's why I actually went to Northumbria, because Josh Merrington. So I didn't know what I was going to do next, and he approached me and was just like, "How do you feel about doing a master's degree at Northumbria?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? I don't have anything else to do. I don't know what I'm doing next." But I'm glad I made that decision for sure. But yeah, first year was interesting. The second year we won, which was amazing to win the league. And then I stayed there an extra third year. Yeah, but it was a great place for sure.
Talk us through that championship season that won. So going into it, what was the talk and mindset? And then as you it, well, how was your mindset changing as you realized, you had an opportunity to get the medal in the playoffs?
I mean, we did have quite a solid team. I don't know if you know players like Tiani Clark, Diana Voyanova, being the seniors of the team. Hello.
Yeah.
I moved. I don't know if it's me, but I moved closer to the router just in case.
I know those ones. Yeah, I just changed the phone quick just to see if it was my phone, so hopefully it should be okay. So, all right, defining moment in your career. Yes. No. I mean, the got silver medal experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, going to Australia for the first time was an amazing experience, and this, Commonwealth Games to us was like our mini Olympics.
Yeah.
So it was amazing to be picked to go to something like that. Like, I remember they made us wait until literally it was like 12 at night. Like, we're all texting each other like, have you got an email? Have you got an email? 12 at night, like not that long before they told us that, we were selected to go to the Commonwealth Games.
All right.
Yeah, and it was just crazy, and we were all excited. And then, when we got there, we had a lot of preparation time. Playing in that heat was hard.
Trust me, listen, I fought it for you lot. I watched a few games. I fought it for you lot. I was looking, I was like, that humid heat.
It was hot. It was hot for sure. But no, it was great. And we had played Canada, was our first game.
Yeah.
And we got beat by maybe nearly 30 points. So it wasn't a great start. And so throughout the tournament, we got better and better. We played Australia at one point. Australia were just another level. I think they beat everybody by 40 points.
They had some ballers though. Was it, who's the baller from the
Liz Cambage?
From the not WBBL. She's from WNBA.
Yeah, Liz Cambage. Gosh, she's a big girl. She's an amazing player, and Yeah, so we got Canada in the semi-finals. So obviously you're a bit like, we played Canada first.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. They beat us by a lot of points. But what's great is we got a chance to watch the tape back and basically learn off what we did. And the coaches did a great job adjusting the game plan.
Yeah.
Everybody was excited and we came away and won. And we beat them maybe by like 9 points or something like that, which was just crazy to us. And because nobody had beat Australia, like nobody came close. So we knew that winning that game was basically like, to us, it was coming first. So it was just like the way that we jumped out of our seats, like it was just, I cannot describe the feeling. I can't describe it. I don't know if I'll ever get that.
All I can say is congratulations on it, and it was amazing. I mean, I was actually happy for you lot, definitely.
No, and it's definitely it's a great group of girls that have done you know, a lot of good things, especially over the last 3 years. And then to get the medal, I mean, we played Australia. I think we lost by like 35 or something like that, which was the lowest that someone had lost by.
The lowest.
Yeah, no, but it was nuts actually, because so the crowd was insane.
Yeah,
I've never played.
You're in Australia though, that's their hometown.
It was insane. It was, and so Liz Cambage had been talking to the referees, and she'd been talking to them. She's known for her attitude, and she was talking, and they had enough and sent her out the game.
Wow.
And she exited the game doing the Queen's wave. She walked out the game and she was like this, and the crowd roared like I've never heard a noise like that in my life. Like it was actually crazy. Like
that's mad.
But so it was funny because we were laughing to ourselves and we're like, oh, she's gone, maybe we're gonna win now.
Yeah.
No, I feel like they looked even better without her. But no, I mean, to us, when we beat Canada, to us that was us winning. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
And we ended up getting a medal on my birthday, which was also crazy.
Your birthday, that's your birthday present there.
Exactly. Now I can't ever like beat that birthday. So every birthday is gonna suck now. So
unless you get a gold medal.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. You gotta get a gold medal or something next. But no, it was the most amazing experience of my life, and then the people that I did it with also. It was perfect for sure.
So come to that time of the show. Now I want to ask certain questions, and then my hotspot questions comes up afterwards. So we would like to know your favorite pre-game meal and favorite post-game meal.
Favorite pre-game meal.
Pre-game.
Well,
Ackee and saltfish don't count.
Man, I miss ackee and saltfish. I haven't had that for a minute. I'd probably say if it's an early game. So usually with Durham, we have games at like 1 o'clock. Okay. Usually I only really have breakfast, so it'll be something like porridge and fruit, boiled eggs, like an omelet, something like that. Usually I'll have that. If it is a later game, something pasta based. I'm not really particular what I have kind of thing. It's just something pasta based normally, but there's nothing special that I have particularly before games. After games, Chinese. No, I'm joking.
It's all right if you have Chinese.
But you know what though, we stop at service stations, or like when we're away. Sometimes you do have those the bad foods, but I'll pretend like I don't have them. But you know, I love my chicken and rice. I'm Jamaican. I'm Chinese.
Yeah, so cool. Half Jamaican, half Chinese. Yeah, remember that.
Exactly. So yeah. No, I don't really have
baby
things. Oh, she missed talking about her already.
All right. Yeah, you're too late, really. What I was gonna say then. Also, I asked everyone this question. So your thoughts on the WBBL? So your things that you think are working and things that they could probably improve on, and same also applies for the BBL.
Well, in terms of the BBL, you know, I don't watch that much of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. But there is a lot of things that they're doing that the WBBL aren't doing. This year has probably been the best WBBL season I've been a part of.
Yeah.
There are a lot of competitive teams, like from 1 to like 8. It was actually interesting because, you know, with this whole season being cut short, we didn't know who was going to win. There was a lot of people that were contesting for that. Newcastle were a great team. Sheffield were playing a lot better. Sevenoaks is always good. We were hoping to be in there. So it's definitely improved for sure. I think one of the things that WBBL need to do better is making sure that the games are streamed, making sure that it's available for everybody to watch. You know, and it's a tough situation because I guess sometimes people don't want to show if they don't have many fans to a game. But then that also means that we need to do a better job promoting as clubs and trying to get people to come to our games, and just seeking out sponsors and trying to put us in the best position where we can get people into our games. And then when they do, we have to make it a show. You know, we have to make sure we're catering to those people that are there. Whether you have 5 people, like, let's make them feel special and make them want to come out and bring somebody else. And I think that's really important. And also getting into schools. One thing that Newcastle Eagles did so well, like when I was there, because I was one of these people going into schools as well, was using players to go into schools, inspire them, engage with them, kind of help them to, like, you know, some of them didn't really know what basketball was, and it encouraged them to come to the games. You have a kid come to a game, then you get the parents come to the game, then they might bring their friends to the game, and it just escalates, and we need more of that.
I've always said on my shows, definitely, and people probably are tired of me saying it, but marketing, marketing needs to be stronger, more effective. So that things you were saying straight up, I think, you know, one of the things you just said now, I think is important. Make people feel special, like make the fans feel special, and I think most importantly, which is inspired me to do this, make the players feel special. The moment you make the players feel special and feel like they're very, obviously they are important, but make them feel more special, you know, cater them a little bit, pamper them a bit, then, you know, they're gonna feel good, and they probably want to go out and perform. So definitely, like, take care of the players, man. That's who everyone came to see. Let everyone know who the players are. I think that's definitely one thing I'd say. My hotspot questions. Alright, they're 2 3-part questions. They're 2 3 parts. First 3-part question is a player you love playing with, a player you love playing against, and a funny teammate.
Oh my gosh, this is a hard question. There's so many people I love. There's so many people. Oh gosh, this is hard. Okay, so somebody I love playing with. Oh, how can you do this to me? This is tough. So many people. Okay, I'm gonna go with. I love playing with. There's so many people, and I've seen like Betsy McDonald has joined this conversation. She's definitely one of them, but I'm gonna go with Tiani Clark.
Tiani Clark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with her.
I'm gonna find out this Tiani Clark. I might have to get her on here.
You should interview her for real. She's a WBBL legend for real. She is somebody for also my personal development and somebody who's always encouraged me. She's that person that I always want on my team. You always want people that are going to be on your side. You always want people that are going to help you be better and all about the team. And she's Like, she's that person for sure, 100%.
Definitely. So she
But there's
pushes
loads
you
of
on.
people too. There's
I
loads of
don't
people.
know. I see Bestie's chatting you out there. Okay, Bestie, yeah, okay. Don't worry, we will get to you one day. Don't worry.
Yeah, Betsy is the best 3-point shooter I've seen in a while. Quick splash. Yeah, she's Hey
All right.
Betsy.
And then I said, player you love playing against.
That I love playing against. I guess I'm gonna go. I think, you know what? I think I love playing against Georgia Jones.
Georgia Jones.
Yeah, because she's a Manchester girl. We played in the same place in terms of at Meet Center, and she is somebody that I think is an amazing player. She's great for GB. She is probably one of the female faces of basketball in England.
Okay.
And I just I just love playing against her.
Yeah.
And yeah, but there's there's so many people that there's nobody that I look at and say, oh, I can't wait to play them like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to win every game. So there's no one really particular. But it's always fun when you can play people competitively and you can have a laugh and you can have a joke and the vibes that, and you definitely get that with Georgia.
Okay. And then I said a funny teammate.
There's loads.
One of them. You give us one of them.
Okay. Let's go back in the day. I'll give one back in the day and one recent.
I bet I know you're gonna say. I bet I know you're gonna say.
You know who I'm gonna say. You probably do. I'm gonna say Rhian Bailey.
Oh.
Who did you think I was gonna say?
Who's gonna say? What's her name? Davison.
Ruth. Yeah, Ruth. She's different. I love Ruth.
Well, who's gonna say Ruth? Was that bro?
Stewie. Yeah, Stewie she's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, she definitely is. There's so many people. But me,
baby though.
Me, Rhian, and Stewie lived together. So we actually was just like a whole mess together.
I should have came to visit that house once at least, boy. That must have been jokes.
It was funny. Yeah. It was definitely probably the best household and the weirdest household I've ever lived in.
Wow.
But yeah. No, I'm gonna go with that, definitely.
Okay. And the next three part is a player. All right. So a player you didn't like playing with. So they don't mean someone you necessarily didn't like or hate. It's probably there's times you might I don't like playing with them. Player you didn't like playing against, kryptonite, and a funny opponent.
Somebody I didn't like playing with. Are we naming names out here? Is that what we doing?
Some people, I've had some names, and it's been funny.
I absolutely hated. I'm joking. Like, let it all out now. I'm just kidding.
Let it out. This is my therapy, man. Let it out with me. You know what I mean?
There's not many people that I hate playing with.
Fair enough.
However,
well, they say hate, but you didn't like playing with them, but you might like them outside of basketball. Yeah.
I like people that play for the team.
Huh? Yeah.
So my first year at Northumbria, there was an American girl. I wasn't really a fan of how she played. Because I thought it was very her. Yeah. And I thought she didn't really get the team involved.
Yeah.
But like, she's a great player. She's getting numbers. She's like getting buckets. But I think from my point of view and from other people's point of view, she didn't feel team orientated.
Okay.
But that's how I felt at the time. I only played with 1 year.
That was it. 1 year done.
I don't want to say nothing, but she's such a talented player. But yeah, that's probably my one person. Yeah, first year in Northumbria, for sure.
Okay, player you didn't like playing against, your kryptonite.
Probably so many people. Who did I not playing against? I'll give you one this year.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I didn't like playing against anybody in Spain because
Where's Rachel come with the eyes for, man? You know what I mean?
It was definitely Rachel. Hate playing Rachel. Hated playing the whole Newcastle team, to be honest.
I let you have that one, the whole Newcastle team. The Eagles. Ah!
Well, no, it probably was this year, just in one specific game, because I can't think of anyone specific that I hate playing against, but you know, there's so many good people in the league. Was in the cup finals, and I was marked by a Spanish girl, and I really can't remember her name right now. But she was so long, like her wingspan, like everything. So, you know, I'm a player that likes to get to the basket, and she made my life hell. Like, she was always there. She was swatting it. You know, I'm thinking I'm getting there quickly, but she's taking one stride to get there as quickly as I did in so many kind of things. And she did make my life difficult that game for sure. And I played terrible. I can't think of anybody else, but there's so many talented people in the league.
Okay.
But in terms of like, it's a one-on-one matchup, I'm not like, oh, I really hate playing against this person, that person. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'll go with that.
And then I said a funny opponent.
Funny opponent to play against.
Yeah.
This year, I'm trying to think who was funny to play against. Probably Brea. Brea from, I can't remember people's surnames, from Loughborough. Anytime we played, like, she's just so funny. Like we in serious games, we're in the final, and we up and just have a conversation. Like, you know, she's always saying something funny, and I think I do like that about people. I know it's serious. I know there's things at stake, but no, definitely, she's definitely hilarious when we're on court. Yeah, she is hilarious.
Brea, okay, I'll go find out who that is. Brea, shout out.
But I mean, again, I'm mentioning certain things, and I'm going to mention Rhian Bailey again. Like, I will play against Rhian Bailey, and she is like, I could be just walking down the court, and she'll just slap me, or she'll just pinch me. Well, you know these people.
She was a bully, man, Bailey. Yeah, I did say, Bailey, you're a bully. To try and bully me in Leeds all the time. I had to run away and sit.
Definitely a big bully. Rachel would agree.
I'm bully. Oh,
no, they're hard questions. They're hard questions if you don't think about it.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna go back after this and be like, gosh,
you're gonna pick up something will come into your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely.
Oh man, it's been amazing catching up with you and that. Any questions you got for myself and anyone else who's got a question before Nicky has to leave and I have to leave? And Nicolette, do you have any questions for myself?
So obviously I know that you've been doing your kind of like media stuff in terms of interviewing people and talking to people on Instagram, but I actually didn't know, like, when did you start doing stuff like this, and like, where did it come from? Like, what was your inspiration? Why did you want to do this?
This actually started, the inspiration came from, I hosted a award show 2 years ago, and I was skeptical about doing that. So this is the times I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in my life and, working and whatnot. Then I kind of realized I like doing shows. I like hosting. And then also I was heavily involved with the Pro Classic, another summer league that runs in London. So that came to mind. I also went on this tour to host a tour called Big in the Manor tour. Big in the Manor. Shout out Big in the Manor. And it was a tour to give platform to artists, and the same Bro Classic does the same thing. And I realized to myself, wait a minute, I like hosting, so I kind of wanted to do my own show. So first of all, I started out saying to myself, I'm going to start doing my own show, thinking of a name of the show, and also tried to come up with a name. Didn't come yet straight away. And then one day I was at home. After thinking of all these names, one day I was just sitting at home, and then in my head I said Everyting Chris. Well,
is it Everyting?
Everyting Chris.
Oh, I see it. Is Everyting.
Everyting Chris. So I thought, wait a minute, my name's Chris, everything Chris, and the name and the concept works because you know the saying. So people who don't understand the name,
Yeah.
everything Chris, in the Caribbean household. Yo, man, how you doing, man? Yeah, man, everything Chris, man.
Right.
The name, everything Chris came with. I thought, yeah, I'm gonna run with that. And then as I was doing the show, I was saying to myself, I'm gonna do a show where I can have a platform for artists and businesses and all sorts to come on. Then I had some guys on my team. One guy brought me to the side and said, yeah, you know what? I think you're better off making your core guest and audience basketball and then branch off of that, like build on top of that. So I said, that makes a lot of sense. Because I was originally going to get some basketball players with music artists, but I figured let me do my core basketball and then I can go other venues afterwards. But that was it. So from then I just said, yeah. So at the beginning of this year, I said, yeah, I'm going to go with that. And obviously I know people in the basketball industry, so why not?
Yeah.
And I love basketball, so that's something.
Perfect.
So it's perfect. I love basketball. I love talking to people. Why not do a show?
Good point. Tanner's asked you a question here. He said, "Is there pro classic for women?" Better answer that.
Me for podcast, me to answer that question.
Answer that quick.
Huh? For me to answer that one, that's the owners, man. So obviously I can find out, see what they say. But there should be there is plans of getting a pro classic women in there. So so yeah, the owners, they are planning that. So when we know,
I believe you, Chris. It's okay. I believe you.
Tanner. But yeah, when there is one sorted, get Nicolette down, man, and so she can start shooting threes in their face.
If you watch me, that's not what I do.
Oh, okay. I remember you was quick though, running up and down.
Oh yeah, I'll run all day.
Run all day, boy. But yeah. So that's the whole idea, whole inspiration of the show, man. So that's that.
Amazing. Well, you're doing a great. I've tuned into some of them, and it's great, especially in a time like this. And it's great to hear from the people that I see or that I know and hear their perspectives on things, and that's amazing. So thank you for giving us this platform to do that.
Appreciate it, definitely, man. It's been my pleasure. I think as well, there's not enough interaction with the basketball players in this country. You know what I mean? So I just think I want to do that more, give some more interaction. So when we get studio, when we get to book studios and that, bring you on the set. So everyone who's done their lives with me, I've definitely planned to bring them on the set. It will take time, but we'll get there eventually.
That'd be great.
Definitely.
And you've got Ellen, right?
What? Yeah, Ella Clark.
Great person.
That's the one I've been. That's one I've been like, okay, let's see. I'll prepare myself for that one.
No, she's a great person for sure.
Yeah. All right then, but yeah, thank you for that, Nicolette. Appreciate you coming on. Yeah, appreciate you coming on that, and wish you well and hope you stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Everything Chris. 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 I'm Chris G, host of Everything Chris. Hope you liked that video. If you did, click that like button. Also leave a comment, and also if you want to see more, click that subscribe button to get a notification when we upload new content every single time. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you stay tuned for some more. And also, as you know, with me, everything's always Chris.